In this video, we're flying to the other side of the world with adventure photographer Morgan Phillips and his friend Alexandra Ford Hamilton. Over a period of 4 days, we'll be exploring New Zealand's Milford Sound area by land, air, and water, and capturing it all on the all-new Canon EOS R mirrorless system.
I'm Morgan Phillips. I'm a commercial photographer based in Seattle, Washington. I tend to get a lot of clients that want me to go up on sides of mountains and take photos there. My personal work is more landscape, travel, adventure, stuff like that. So I think our idea for this shoot was to go somewhere where we had never been, take the Canon EOS R and just put it through its paces and see how it handles, how it feels. The lenses that they launched this camera with are some of the best lenses that I've ever shot on. 28-70 is sharp, edge to edge, at any f-stop, at any focal length. It is just perfect.
The EOS R is Canon's first full-frame mirrorless camera, and the first to be built around the all-new RF mount. The EOS R incorporates a high-resolution 30.3 megapixel CMOS sensor, which supports dual-pixel CMOS autofocus and 4K video recording. Despite the EOS R's compact form factor, it includes a high-resolution electronic viewfinder and a tilting, touch-sensitive rear screen. The EOS R was launched alongside several new RF mount lenses, including the unique RF 28-70mm f2L, a fast, tough standard zoom. For photographers with an existing collection of Canon primes and zooms, adapters are available, which allow for EF lenses to be used on the EOS R with virtually no limitations.
So after about a 24-hour flight, we got to New Zealand. Flying into Queenstown was absolutely incredible. You just kind of fly through this valley and you just see mountains surrounding you.
So on this trip, I decided to bring my friend Alex. She is a talented model, someone I've worked with before, and also a photographer. Day one, we woke up pretty early. We found a hike that was a great opportunity to test the low light capability of the EOS R. It handled pretty well. The grain was very controllable. Went to the top, saw some goats, saw a beautiful sunrise. After we got done with the hike, it was time to pick up our rental car. We got a Land Rover Defender that was made in 1903, but it was a good subject for photos. We headed about an hour east of Queenstown. We did the Routeburn Track. You definitely don't feel like you're really hiking. You feel like you're walking in some sort of nature trail, but you're doing it for miles. Light kind of dappling through the trees, but it's definitely very soft. I think that's kind of my style anyway, so it was perfect for me. We set out to take some photos before the sunset that day, just trying to make it work, see what we can get. After the Routeburn Track, we had about a 5-hour drive that took 7 hours because the Defender can only go about 12 miles an hour. But apparently we had timed it right and got to New Zealand during the bloom, and it was absolutely gorgeous. Purple flowers that are just very photogenic and great for portraits.
I hope this doesn't make the cut. The part where I'm small and I need a step stool.
We set up the Defender for a couple shots.
Oh, the light's coming out. Got the mountains in the background. We had the Routeburn field. I think it looks pretty good, right?
I remember a distinct moment where we came around a bend and you just saw like the mountains start forming and this road goes through this valley. And I thought this would be a perfect place to take a road shot. I hopped up on this rock. I made Eric drive back and forth probably 20 times, I don't know, and finally got the shot that I wanted. We continued, started going through this tunnel, and at the end we noticed the light was getting pretty dark, so we set up Alex on the edge and used the Defender headlights to light the subject. One of my favorite shots of the trip. We car camped that night, woke up to the sound of birds banging their heads against pots and pans that we left out that night. Milford Sound was on my must-see list. Just a beautiful sound surrounded by epic mountains. I was concerned about shooting midday like that and just open light, but I think it's important to try to shoot no matter what. Sometimes you might get some really good stuff out of it that you don't even expect. That's what ended up happening.
I know. Milford Sound is definitely set up to either access by boat or plane. So we are gonna take this boat and take some photos off that boat and hopefully see some waterfalls.
You got to hop in the Milford Sound and paddle around for a little bit. It was a pretty awesome experience. I saw a gigantic cruise ship. Also, they let us jump off the boat. They did not warn us that it was really cold water. They kept using Celsius as their temperature gauge, which I don't even know what that means. Also got some really cool video with the EOS R. Seeing Milford Sound from boat was definitely an incredible experience. We wanted to see it from higher. We figured out we wanted to go over to this waterfall, Sunderland Falls. I don't know, one of those two. Then he was like, hey, do you guys want to land? So we landed, and it was a pretty cool experience to be able to like hop out on a glaciated peak and shoot a lake. I would definitely say the helicopter was the highlight of the trip. To get off the tourist areas into the mountains is always something that I enjoy doing. 2 days of flying for 4 days of being in New Zealand was definitely a quick trip. Didn't know how many things we'd be able to shoot, but I like how New Zealand gives you access to all the places that they have to offer. One of the most important things to me being a photographer is to have fun. Do these jobs with a smile on my face. On top of that, I get to share these images with people around the world, which to me is a pretty incredible gift. My hope is that somebody views my image and gets inspired to go outside, see the world, and cherish it and take care of it, because we only get one.
For more information on the Canon EOS R, visit DPReview.com. Thanks for watching.